Types of property tax. Property tax is a tax assessed on real estate. The tax is usually based on the value of the property owned and is often assessed by local or municipal governments. This tax is principally utilized by regions for repairing streets, building schools and snow evacuation, or other comparative administrations. Rates of property taxes and the sorts of property considered taxable by the local government shift to some degree in various districts and states. All things considered, when acquiring property in another state, it is vital for people and organizations to precisely analyze the tax laws of their new territory. Assessors give surveyed valuations every year, which shape the reason for a property proprietor's yearly property charge. The assessed value is a rate of the fair market value and considers the general nature of the property, property estimations, square film, home components and economic situations. Huge numbers of these computations are mechanized, in light of the land information in the area and encompassing zone. The estimation of property taxes is controlled by duplicating the property tax rate by the present market estimation of the property being referred to, which is occasionally recalculated by regions. Estimation of property tax equals property tax rate current market estimation of the property. The property tax rate is regularly given as a percentage. It might be communicated as a for each mill, which is otherwise called a millage rate or mill. To compute the property tax, the expert duplicates the evaluated and incentive by the mill rate and after that partitions by 1,000. For instance, a property with a surveyed estimation of $50,000 situated in a district with a mill rate of 20 mills would have a property tax bill of $1,000 every year. All property taxes are imposed on real property, which is a property that has been lawfully characterized and ordered by the state apparatus. This incorporates land, structures or other relentless enhancements to the land which increment the estimation of the land, for instance, a water system framework on a ranch. Individual property, separately claimed, portable property, is by and large not subject to property charges. However, individual property may have been taxed at the state level upon the underlying deal. At last, property proprietors are liable to the rates controlled by the civil government. A district, for the most part, contracts an expense assessor, who evaluates the local property and allots property taxes to proprietors in view of current equitable qualities. The installment calendar of property taxes differs by territory, and in all local property tax codes, there are instruments by which the proprietor can examine their tax rate with the assessor, or formally setting that rate. In most tech nations, steadfast property tax speaks to a low extent of government income contrasted with income taxes and value-added taxes, despite the fact that the rate in the United States is considerably higher than in numerous European nations. Numerous empiricists and savants have required an expansion in property tax rates in created economies, contending that the consistency and market-revising character of the tax energize both strength and legitimate advancement of land. Under a property tax framework, the administration requires or plays out an appraisal of the money-related estimation of every property, and tax is evaluated in the extent that is esteem. Types of property tax. The four expansive sorts of property taxes are: land upgrades to land, individual property, intangible property. Real property is the blend of land and enhancements. Types of property tax shift crosswise overwards. Real property is frequently taxed in light of its class. The order is the gathering of properties in view of comparable utilize. Properties in various classes are exhausted at various rates. Cases of property classes are private, business, mechanical and empty genuine property. In Israel, for instance, property charge rates are twofold for empty flats versus possessed lofts. A unique assessment tax is in some cases mistook for property tax. These are two distinct types of tax assessment. Ad valorem tax, which depends upon the honest estimation of the property. Special assessment depends upon an uncommon improvement called an advantage for its justification. In the United States, property tax on land is typically collected by local government, at the civil or district level. Rates fluctuate over the states, between around 0% and 4% of the home value. The evaluation is comprised of two segments: the change or building esteem and the land or site esteem. The property tax is the fundamental tax supporting local training, police, fire assurance, nearby governments, some free restorative administrations and the greater part of other nearby foundation. Property tax myths. New York's Department of Taxation and Finance has recorded a couple of basic property tax myths that are material to property taxes all over the place. Assessors determine property taxes. Taxes are high because of assessments. States collect too much money through property taxes, or property taxes are high because of state budget shortfalls. Equalization rates can correct unfair assessments. Tax rates are good indicators of tax increases. Assessment caps lower property taxes. For free samples of probates, inherited, foreclosures, absentees, landlord, vacant, code violations, evictions list, visit www.relsupermarket.com.